Planet Cookout Podcast, episode 366. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryder. We're going to continue marching along with the machine. Now hit our theme song! Hey, Ryan. We're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
Good. What is going down?
A whole ton is going down. We have super duper exciting cards to talk about, some stories to tell, some people to thank. I'm jazzed up because I got to open boxes. I'm on that high where you gambled hard and maybe won or maybe lost. You'll have to watch the video to find out. But before we talk any more about any of those things, we have to thank our official business daddies, FusionGamingOnline.com. They are your source for all of your gaming needs.
Very much so. Couple things I got you right here.
Okay.
I know whether you did good or did bad. Probably. And I'm going to say, with about 98% certainty, that your box pounded you.
I will neither confirm or deny.
Oh, okay.
How I feel after opening my box, but
okay.
I highly recommend that when the video goes up on the YouTube channel, which is where you should be watching us, because Joe works really hard to make us look good.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch.
Good. Okay, so that would be Brando's box opening on the Commander Cookout YouTube channel. BBO of CCO on the YouTube YTC. What did you call it?
The BBO of the CCO YTC.
Oh, there you go. See, he got it. And I can guarantee with 100% certainty that you, and just like me, get your stuff from FusionGamingOnline.com.
It's true.
By using CCO Slam promo code at checkout to get a discount.
I do.
Because if you're going to get pounded on the stuff you buy anyways, you might as well pay less money.
That's true.
It makes the pounding just a little bit more pleasurable.
And once you have opened the things and not got what you wanted and you have to go out and get the stuff,
yep,
it also helps.
Yeah, because you could use it on sealed product or singles.
That's right.
That's right. And the best part is if you're, well, this isn't the best part because international trade law kind of makes it not very good.
Yeah.
But if you live in the land of the free and you want Brando to get your cards and do a BBO, you can get him to send you your cards after he opens them because you got the discount and sent them to his house.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
It is pretty cool.
Good idea. We've got a couple good ideas.
Plus, it's fun getting mail. I don't know if you people out there get mail.
No.
Getting mail is pretty cool.
Mostly just bills.
Well, that's why it's fun to get real mail when you get like a card from Fusion or like a postcard from somebody. I always ask people when they go places to send me postcards.
Because you're old?
Because it's fun. I like to open my mailbox and not have somebody asking me for money.
Oh.
Because it's like, here's a burger coupon, which is give me money. Here's a political campaign thing, give me money. Here's an ad for a dentist office, money or bills, which of course is money. And I don't want to do that all the time. Sometimes I just want somebody to be like, hey, Brando, what's up? I saw this cool thing. Or here's an item for you.
That you paid money
That I paid money for,
but it might as well be less.
I decided, and I paid less.
Very good.
Damn it.
Very good. Okay, I got a couple pieces of podcast business. Then we're going to jump right into Mom. Don't Google that.
Yeah, don't Google that.
Maybe Google it if that's what you're into.
No king shaming in the nation. Oh, that one's that's a little weird.
I'm trying to think of like a real turn of phrase, dirty, but it's not too dirty to like put it on the pay-per-view guide, like name of an adult video, but with Elish Norn's name in it. Elish Norn, the mom next door. Or what have you. Okay, I've got some podcasting business. Last week's winner of the booster pack game. I got it. They got it.
They got it?
They got it. We gave 3 hints.
Good for them. Well, we give 3 chances to win.
Yeah, and sorry to everybody who got allergies, snow mold. Watched the pre-show yesterday. We tell all about it.
Yeah, we science the crap out of it.
Yeah, and it's sciencing inside my body.
Yeah, how often do I science a thing? It's not very often.
Oh, how often do I have allergies?
Every spring.
Quite often.
I'm surprised you don't take some stuff for it.
I did.
Oh, it didn't help.
This is post-stuff me.
Well, you need better stuff, dude.
I gotta get.
You gotta start taking it before you get the allergies. That's a pro tip from somebody that has severe allergies.
Yeah, Rebecca does, and this is it.
As soon as the weather is like above zero, I don't know what that is in America, but the point
32.
is, as soon as it's above freezing, you start on that stuff, and then you just don't get allergies as bad, if at all.
Oh.
It's the pro tip. It's the pro strat.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
We're going to give you some pro strat on Planechase, March of the Machine. But first, the business. Last week's winner, guessed Hirobi.
Yeah.
And Zada.
Yeah.
Lots of people just guessed Zada. Yeah. And
Hirobi was the one we were talking about, for the record.
Yeah, Hirobi was it. And MtG.
Oh, that's excellent. I like that.
MtG got it. So if that's you, Brando will tell you how to win.
MtG. So what you do, Mr. MtG, is you send an email to commandercookout@gmail.com with your either internet handle or real name, whichever you want, plus your mailing address, including the postal or zip code, so we know where to send your sticker pack or token pack or pack of boring-ass March of the Machine magic cards, and then you will get them. And you will open them and enjoy them. If you get stickers, we encourage you to deface deck boxes and or public property.
Yes, or church pews.
Or if there's like a baby, if you put a sticker right on the baby's head, on the soft spot even, that'd be cool.
Do you remember seeing that social media trend where people would throw like a slice of cheese onto a baby's face? Do you ever remember that?
No.
Do that, but with CCO stickers.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, that would
I have been really into these things where parents are playing basketball with their kids.
And just destroy them.
And just annihilating them at sports. Oh, man. There's nothing I like more than seeing kids fall down or lose at sports.
I saw the other day, it was like little kid football.
Right.
Maybe they were like 9 or 10, maybe not even that old, versus their moms with football helmets on, tackle football. And the moms were just laying guys out, or like the kid would go for a tackle and the mom would just step dodge like frickin' Deion Sanders and just run past, and all the dads were like, "What?"
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Super fun.
Yep.
Okay, so MtG, email us.
Yes.
We got a couple things here. Got to clear up.
Okay, we're clearing the air.
We're clearing the air of hopefully snow mold, but
Yes. And
absolutely these other things.
yes, those as well.
CCO Experience Minneapolis coming up.
It's like a couple of weeks away
Couple weeks,
now.
yeah, a couple weeks.
Jeez.
I'm going to have altars there for people to peep. We've got the coffee.com, fee.com/CCO Podcast. It's a place that you can go and buy us a coffee, but what that means is donate beer to CCO Minneapolis if that's what you want. It's a platform that you can buy your friends beer, and we will buy them beer in Minneapolis. I've got some plans to pick some up. We've got some plans for people to bring some Stone Cold beer. You ever try that?
I'm really excited to try that. I never had it before.
Yes.
Are we going to
Broken Skull IPA is supposed to be very good.
do we have to open 3 at once and pour them all over ourselves, or do we just drink them like regular people?
Yes.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Yes. Yes. Okay, that was first piece of podcasting business. Minneapolis,
an exciting piece of
coffee.com. Links below in the show notes wherever you find the show, especially on YouTube.
Ooh, I have a question about for the people out there, because there are Magic Fests in between now and then, or there has been.
Yes.
Should I bring my refillable soda cup that I got in Vegas? Because there's that soda stand where you can fill up your cup.
Oh, yeah,
but
they have
those. The
those,
cups are very
yeah.
expensive, and I just want to make sure that it's worth me bringing my cup if that soda thing is there. So if you've been to one and you know if they're there or not, just leave it in the comments. And
Worst
I'll take a look.
case Ontario is you just fill it up with a bunch of beer.
I guess. Suppose
Well, I
could do
guess.
that. I guess I could do that. Well, I just don't want to carry, because it's pretty big.
Yes.
And I don't want to carry this great big
It's like
thing around if I don't have to.
barrel.
Yeah. I don't mess around when it comes to soda.
Yes. I don't mess around when it comes to all of the CCO Experience Minneapolis stuff has come in.
Oh, yeah.
We got new stickers that are specific to the experience. We got some
Ooh.
T-shirts. I did get one for you. Don't worry. And all of that stuff is going to be coming with us for people who ordered it or bought it at the time that I charged them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little bit of a nightmare, but I figured out how to do it through the website.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's just one more thing that things like coffee and patreon.com/CCO Podcast help us with.
Yes.
And that money is going right towards like that website platform. It looks like a real website and functions for the most part like a real website.
What?
Yes.
What?
And So if you want to support the show in that kind of capacity, I just paid a frickin' monster bill for our hosting and bandwidth fees from Podomatic.com. So if you want to help with that kind of stuff, coffee or patreon.com/CCO Podcast.
Fun update on Podomatic.com. We remain the reigning, undisputed, untouchable kings of the games and hobby category.
Yes.
There has not been a scrapbooking ninny anywhere near us in years. And
No.
we owe that to you guys, so thanks.
I still can't get CCO Podcast at gmail.com though.
Well, they're
I
next.
can't get it. And on
My eyes getting serious.
and on Instagram, I couldn't get CCO Podcast on Instagram.
What?
Yeah, some other guy. No, sorry, I couldn't get CCO Ryan. Some other guy had it. CCO Ryan. I was like, hey, I contemplated contacting him to buy it. But we're Commander Cookout on Instagram. We've got a giveaway going on right now.
Oh, yeah, you get some sleeves and deck box and stuff.
Yeah, sleeves, deck box, bag, and packs of March of Machines set boosters for openflippy.drinky or whatever you use them for.
You can just open them and use them if you want.
If I win, which I won't because I'm the one doing the giveaway, but if I did win, I would open flippy.drinky them with friends.
If I win, because I'm not doing the giveaway,
Oh, yeah?
I would certainly also open and flippy them.
Neat.
Yes, and then I would give the bag to a kid, because
Yep.
that's usually what I do. And then maybe I'd use the sleeves. I don't know.
Well, yeah, they're the new Cortex sleeves in red and blue and green, and a black, never even opened Ultimate Guard Boulder.
Neat.
And you can win all that stuff with the booster packs, all in the bag, all in a box, shipped to your door. You just go and like the post on Instagram, CCO Podcast, link in the show notes below. You share it to your story, that's an entry. You tag some friends, that's an entry. Help us grow there because that's a brand new shiny platform. And I'll add Instagram. While people say, oh, it's so much better than Twitter and Facebook's for boomers. Instagram looks like a dog's ass. It looks like a dog's ass after he craps out his breakfast.
Oh.
It's terrible and it's unorganized and it's in your face and you have to swipe up and down and left and right and it's terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
I like all the pictures of cartoon frogs.
That's fine.
That's all
fine.
mine is. It's great.
It's just not.
Just so good. It's like a little frog doing a thing. He's got a little duck friend. Every day I wake up and I'm like, oh, this is great. And there's like 2 new posts and then I turn it off.
Oh, good.
That's why I don't tell anybody about my Instagram because like I don't post anything.
Yeah.
And I literally only use it to look at a little cartoon frog. That's
There
it.
you go. You can use. I got one more piece of podcast business, and this is what I'm actually excited about, and I want to show you, and I haven't shown you yet.
Well, what the flying farge French fried titty? Because this all about.
I like that you use titty in there. I like that one. CCO Summer Line, it's coming out. Okay. So
Have you made the sun shirt that I've talked about?
We haven't, but I got to talk to you about shirts because I got multiple different colors, including yellow.
Okay.
And you mentioned it in the pre-show, and I didn't even tell you, including tie-dye.
Ooh.
So it's fun, summer colors, bright, lots of yellows and blues and pinks and lots of like flower print hats and like the cool stuff.
Yes.
Cool stuff that I like that people in the CCO Nation have told me that they like.
Okay.
And that's the final, and I think best way to support the show is you get a hat, you get a shirt, you add a playmat on because you're already paying for shipping. You might as well just get another playmat or some stickers or something. It's the best way to support the show because not only do you get cool stuff, you help us do things like the CCO experience.
You help us do more of the stuff that you supported us to do, which is cool. And we appreciate that. That's nice. And you can have your very own little sidewalk to play on.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So
do I use those in... Oh, man. Because they're at my house now.
Yeah, you got so many of them.
So the longer they sit at my house, the more purposes I will find for them. So I'm not saying you're getting a used playmat when you buy a playmat, but I am not saying that I haven't used them to say, I don't know, line them all up on the floor to see if they actually look like one long sidewalk. They do. And I have.
I'm happy that you've done that because we're working on something for face-to-face games, tour weekend Edmonton.
Because I have a lot of fun having them around. So I'm going to miss them when they're gone, But until then, you know what? I'm fine having them be gone so that other people can appreciate them as well.
Very good. And buy 10. You can make your own sidewalk. Please buy 10. Okay.
All right, so is that enough of us? Are we going to talk about Magic cards now, or do you got some more business you want to talk about?
Well, no, I would like to get your initial read on March of the Machine. You've opened up Collector Boosty.
I have.
Collector Boosties, if you will. What do you think? Have you had a chance to play with any of the cards? Have you seen if the foils are of any better quality than anything?
Yes, I have. I've seen, I think, everything there is to see as far as treatments go physically in my hands.
Yep.
Including a serialized card, which is really cool. I didn't open it.
Like the foil treatments, because there's different ones, right?
Yes, there's lots
There's
of them.
regular foil.
Yep, there's regular foil, which is par for the course. Is
it taco shell?
Not taco shell, but they're a little curly.
Okay.
Which is fine. There's the
How many cards would it take to make a circle if you stand them up?
several.
Okay,
and it would be a big circle.
Okay, not like 8 cards. It would be like 35 cards.
Yes, it would take several cards
Okay.
to make a. They're not posed that bad.
Okay.
I got a couple of the halo foils, I guess.
Yep.
They look really, really cool. Little swirls and swoops, a la Galaxy foils. They're also really neat. Mine haven't been bowing, which is neat. Flat foils, we have the
Flat foils?
the flat ones are the etched ones, because of course there's etched foils.
Why do they do that? It must be like so cheap to make those.
They
or something.
must.
They
have-
must just be
get
so
a
cost
discount.
effective.
And you know what? They look like duds. These
Do
ones
they call them-
especially are more duds.
Do they
suck.
call them flat foils now?
They might as well, because they look flat too. The art looks less impressive on an etched foil than ever. Even the little sparkles that were in there are no longer in there.
Why do they do it?
I don't know.
Why?
I can't say. And the double rainbow foils present on the serialized cards only looks really, really, really cool.
Ooh,
But the one that I saw and kind of looked around at was in a hard sleeve. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
You can
bowed
still
or
get
not,
it though.
But
I see.
It could still be mine, and it could still be yours.
What serialized one did you get? For people tracking at home, which one did you get?
I didn't get one, but our store did open Urabrask. I think it was 420 something. Or not 420 something. No.
420?
No, it wasn't 420 something. Sorry. It was
You said that's just a random number.
it was
420 is one of the numbers.
It was like 330 or 320 something. Like, it's just a random ass number, but still really cool, because I don't think I've ever actually seen a serialized card in real life before.
Oh, yeah.
So like that's really you look for them at vendors and they sell really quick because they're big time collector's items, right?
I've seen a few at when we did face to face in Calgary before Christmas.
Okay.
I think Face had a few in their their showcase for their prize wall.
Okay, maybe I just didn't see them before somebody else snapped them up, but
Yeah.
I don't look at the prize wall is the last place I go.
Yeah, the vendors. Brando's like, "Where's your $1 foil binder?
Give me that foil. Give me that foil binder there. You got some junk ones under the table. Give me them too.
Yeah. So you got each foil treatment. They look good.
Yep, they look great. The quality of the cards is high.
What's the expensive kind? What's the rainbow foil?
Hollow foil. Double rainbow foil is serialized cards,
that's
so
what
they're
I mean.
expensive because of that. But
Yes.
the hollow foils have a pretty premium price attached to them as it stands now. They look really, really, really cool.
Okay, good.
Like it is different enough that but do you want to pay the 4x multiplier on a regular card? That's some MTG finance stuff, but it really comes down to, do you like the sparkly swirliness of a card? But
Bro, you pay the 4x, 10x multipliers on foils all the time.
yes, I do.
Well, how many foil rares do you have from Marcadian Masks?
Oh, lots.
Lots of them. Let me tell you, those got some foil multipliers.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. But mine are also super old, because buying them now, I can't afford it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think the last expensive foil that I picked up
Tanglewire.
was a store credit cash-in kind of thing.
Ooh.
Gush. Gush from Marcadian Masks. That's why I brought up Masks, because I
That's
got
a
a
solid
foiled
one.
Gush.
I like that.
That's a good-ass card. I'll tell you this. I go, okay, tapped out, end of your turn. You go, okay, go. I say, end of your turn, I'll bounce these 2 islands, draw 2 cards for free.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. And then on my turn, if I drew no islands, because maybe I didn't,
Yeah,
I can just play an island.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 in my hand now. Man, it's almost like drawing 4 cards if you don't have any land drops.
Ooh.
Frick, that's for no mana. Play Gush. It's really frickin' good.
Gush is a cool card. And you get to say Gush.
Yeah, Gush.
Right? It's like kill.
Should
Meme.
should we gush over some mom? Oh,
No,
don't Google that.
we will not. But we will talk about March of the Machines card. We're going to start with some planes.
Yep.
So we're going to go over so you can see what we're talking about, and then we're going to talk about it.
Then we're going to do some cards. We'll flip over to the cards, the planes, the cards again, and maybe highlight some of our favorites, cards that are going to go into our decks, cards that we think maybe people are sleeping on, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. There is a top 5 and 5 for March of Machines coming out. It'll be out this Friday with some more of my expanded thoughts of what cards I think are good for the format in general.
And I'm just going to tell you about stuff that's good now.
All right, let's flip over to cards right now. Yeah. So here we go. We're kicking things off. Cards, planes, right now. What's your first one? Give me your initial first plane that you want to talk about right now.
Megaflora Jungle.
Megaflora Jungle. This is Big World for Mario, right?
Yes, it is. Now, there's several reasons I like this one. One, it's one of my favorite pictures from the planes. I really do like that picture. It looks very Bob Ross in space.
That's why you got to frickin' watch on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. It's called a Megaflora Jungle, which tells you immediately what it is. I mean, stuff is big.
Mega means big.
In a jungle, it makes your creatures that cost less, thus are probably small, be big.
Yes.
Which is cool. So it makes your dorks big. And when you hit the shit, you get a 1/1 green insect creature token with flying named Butterfly.
That's weird.
I don't understand why it's not just a butterfly token.
There will be a butterfly token.
Like, I get that they want to have insects, but why can't it just be an insect with flying? And then have a picture of a butterfly on it.
Yes.
I can visually see that. Like, why does it have to be
named butterfly? I bet you when we go to Mega Floral Jungle on the plane, what's it called?
Grankacar? Grunkasaur?
Garganticar. Sounds very much like Zendikar.
Yeah, we're never going there.
If we ever do, maybe Butterfly Matters will be a thing.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's just strange, but I really do like that card, and I'm excited to see what the butterfly looks like, because I'll bet you it's going to be giant.
Yeah.
And it's going to have a club.
There'll be scale birds, like when they show dragons or like Cityscape and you add birds in for scale.
Yeah.
There'll be scale birds for this butterfly.
And the butterfly's going to be eating them like the geek at a sideshow, just biting the heads off of chickens.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's a butterfly doing
My
that.
favorite thing about Megaflora Jungle is I can say, that's what I call my junk.
Megaflora Jungle. What's one that you were looking to? Where's a place you were looking to visit, Ryan?
Hold on, can I preface? May I preface, my liege?
Probably not.
Okay, well, I'm going to preface anyways. I'm going to say there's not really any planes that knock my socks off.
I agree.
And we talked about this in brief a little bit last week.
Yep.
Off the show. There's nothing that breaks the game. Everything seems kind of specific to a certain strategy. Like if you're playing Esper, or if you're, playing Trample Matters or whatever, right?
Things that cost 2 or less.
Exactly, yeah. Very niche strategy which buffs something. And while I don't like that, because I like big design.
Yeah, I like it when they come in and do, like, we always use the Maelstrom as the example, because that's the game warpingest one, I would suggest.
Yep.
There's no thing on the level of the Maelstrom in these planes.
But hold on a sec. I do like big design, but everybody knows who listens to Commander Cookout on the regular that we play Wormhole or Rabbit Hole Planechase, where we have the option to pick 3 planes every time we see a new set of planes.
Yeah.
And when you combine that way of playing with specific planes, I think that does make for good gameplay, because you can pick the one that is best for your deck, and it encourages people to try to roll away to the one that is best for their deck.
Yes.
Which makes for good gameplay. Unless you run into what we ran into on Thursday, where we all 4 of us are playing red decks.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Ooh, double damage the plane, eh?
Okay.
Whoopsie doodle.
Yeah. I have a few planes.
Oh, me too.
They all have fantastic art. They all frickin' are places that look cool and places that we have been. But I want to talk about Norn's Seed Core first.
Oh, that's going to be a nightmare.
Was this one on your list?
No.
When you planeswalk to Norn's Seed Core, chaos ensues.
That's a shit.
That's auto shit.
Yeah.
Auto shit is chaos is the shit in our group.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Whenever chaos ensues, that's the shit. Reveal cards from the top of your planar deck until you reveal a plane card, which will be probably the next card.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Planeswalk to that card. Okay. Except don't planeswalk away from any plane. Put the rest of the revealed cards on the bottom of your planar deck in any order.
Now, what that essentially means is every time you hit the shit, you're going to add a plane that you are on, and you are on several planes at the same time.
Now,
and then when you walk away, you lose all of those planes.
except don't walk away from any plane. Do they write it like that because you could already be on 2 planes with spatial merging phenomenon?
Possible.
Or do they write it like that because we're supposed to interpret that you don't walk away from any plane ever? I think the first one.
Yeah, I do too.
think you walk onto a plane and stay on the old one that you were on. And in the future, you walk away from those 2 and go to the next one.
Yes.
But
that was my assumption as well.
Let us know in the comments if that's wrong. If you stay on all of them, or if you just go back to normal after you Norn's Seed Core onto one plane.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to know.
That one's, if you play, and we're going to talk about the official way to play Planechase with a little bit later on with one of the planes that I think is going to cause headaches for lots of people. If you put Norn's Seed Core into your planar deck and it worked the way that we're discussing, you go to the Seed Core and then you just get your whole planar deck every single time you hit Planeswalk or the shit, and I think that would be obscene.
Oh,
right? If you'd never walked away from those and just kept adding planes to them.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
I think that would be a little...
Maybe that's what they want
much.
because it's supposed to represent the invasion of multiple planes at once, right?
I suppose.
Which, I mean, is thematic and powerful.
Yeah.
That's a very, very powerful plane.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get one that's like, oh, tap all your stuff when you go here and never leave.
The Aeon Fog.
Oh, dang it. See,
Well-
that's why I think that you do that one time, and then when you walk away, it goes back to normal.
Yes, that's what I think as well. Next one I wanted to mention was Nactumun.
Nactamoon.
Now
That's
there's-
on Amonkhet.
Several reasons I like this one. It's on Amonkhet. I like desert-themed things.
Yep.
I like the picture on it. And I think that this one does... It's not super powerful, but it does something that kind of impacts the game and could hypothetically be something monstrous in that it gives all of your dudes Embalm, which means you can pay their mana cost,
Yep.
remove them from your graveyard,
Yeah, they got to be dead.
and you get like a white zombie version of them
That's pretty cool.
into play, which is just neat. And I think that is something cool that any deck could use.
Yep.
Some deck can use them better, and it's thematic to the plane that you're on.
Yep.
So I dig that. I like that one.
You're
lots.
making them into mummies.
Yeah.
Yep,
Or
that's
mummy
what-
zombies or whatever.
Yep. Do you remember the plane Grixis?
Yes.
Grixie in French.
Yes.
Where you could give your blue, black, and red guys
Unearth. Yeah.
Unearth. This is fixed Grixis. Now
better
anybody
Unearth.
can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig that because Unearth was cool, and Embalm is better than Unearth in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I guess when you hit the shit, you can discard a card and draw a card. Also,
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of just value. But it also lets you discard a creature.
Yeah, lets you put the creature in the graveyard, get another card, play the creature from your graveyard.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do double here because one is real quick.
Okay.
Okay, this isn't a plane I'm excited about, but New Archive is just the Vancouver Convention Center.
Oh, yeah, it is too. Look at
It's
that.
just straight up those sails and the grass on the roof of the building so geese can land on it. It's just the Vancouver Convention Center in Cole Harbor. That's just what it is.
Yes.
That's
Yes, it is.
100% it is.
Yes. If it was lit up in different colors, yes.
Oh, well, you're seeing it in the day.
Oh,
New
right.
Archive at night is literally the Vancouver Convention Center. It's lit up in different colors.
There we go.
Okay, I'm going to hit you with a double. This is my second one that I think could break games open.
Okay.
Nyx.
Yeah.
This one is powerful.
Yes, it is.
Non-token creature are enchantments in addition to their other types. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a thing, but most of the decks that care about your creatures being enchantments, your creatures are probably already enchantments.
Yes. Also, it has Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life.
That's a big meh, but sure.
That's not nothing because it turns the plane because all your creatures enter and they're enchantments. So
Yeah.
every creature, this is now a soul sister.
Every non-token creature.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So everybody's going to be gaining life on their turn when they cast creatures.
Sure.
It makes it hard for aggro decks. It makes it hard for Elf for Strikes. It makes things like Necropotence and Ad Nauseam and Draw 2, Lose 2 better. It makes things like Earthquake and Hurricane worse.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. When you hit the shit, choose a color, add an amount of mana equal to your devotion to that color.
Yeah, that's the Shrine to Nyx.
Yes, you could roll the planar die first main phase for 0. Hit the shit and just get like 10 mana for free.
Yes.
Last time I had 10 mana.
I just rolled the planar die till you get it again.
Oh, man, I didn't even think of that. I just thought about making 10 mana.
Well, why make 10 when you could make 19?
That's pretty good.
Why make 19 when you can make 27?
I like both of those.
Yes.
So I like that. I think that this is a cool piece of art as well.
Agreed.
I saw that the original was for sale. The current bid was $3,500 USD. I did not bid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I would like to own that piece because it's nice.
It is very, very nice.
Cool stuff, right?
I do like that.
In the Theros constellation style. Very cool.
Yes. Here's my next one.
Hit me.
Everybody knows that this was going to be my next one, even though I think the picture does it a grave disservice in Riptide Island.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Strixhaven, your favorite place.
No, not a chance.
Oh.
Not a chance. I will purposefully never planeswalk to that place. I will make it a point to never go there.
Why? But it was your favorite set ever.
You want to get beat up?
It has your favorite 3-drop mana rock ever.
You need beat up? It actually does have my favorite 3-drop mana rock ever. It actually does. I'll give it that. I'll admit that. It also has a really cool showcase treatment.
Riptide Island.
Riptide Island, everybody knows why I like this. It's the sliver one, right? You hit the shit, your slivers get big for the number of slivers you control. When you go there or on your upkeep, you make some slivers. That's cool. That's one of those ones we talked about. It's not game breaking. If nobody's playing a sliver deck, it's probably not going to do anything. But it's cool if you happen to be playing a sliver deck and you happen to land there.
You know what, though?
And it's cool that we're going to Riptide Island. That's just neat.
That's in Dominaria.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where stuff went south and the slivers Chernobyled everybody.
That's right. Right? It's cool. And that's what I think this picture could have depicted. Like, there should be slivers crawling all over that building and little wizard guys running out with their hair on fire because they're so afraid, and slivers are chasing them down and wrecking them.
I think that they're actually in waiting. Hey, is Riptide Island safe? We should go there and check things out. See if radiation's still real high.
No, not safe.
No, not safe according to what the plane does. Okay, I think every once in a while, you get like 2 or 3 rounds of the table where nobody can do much.
Right.
Either because the plane is bad or because there's a little bit of it's still in the building phase where you don't have enough mana to roll a bunch of times, but you don't have enough mana to cast like 2 or 3 spells in a turn yet.
Right.
You might get 2 rounds of the table and all of a sudden everybody's got like 2 or 4 slivers. Randomly, somebody could hit the shit, and then all of a sudden, all their slivers are frickin' 5/5s, and it's like, take 20.
Yeah.
So I like this one. I think it's good.
Yeah, and again, it still works for everyone. Nobody's going to be left like, oh man, I'm at this plane and all it does is make my deck suck.
I will go to this plane every time I'm playing Orvar the All-Form, everything tribal, because all of a sudden I hit the shit and my whole team gets like +10/+10. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
What's your next one?
My next one here is I don't know how to say it. Solvania, the land of
the fertile lands of Solvania.
There you go. Yeah. The fertile lands of Solvania on the plane of Antasia? Antusia?
I hate everything that you're saying right now.
Too many.
I hate this. I never want to go to this plane either. I never want to have to say this word. I never want to learn these words.
I'll figure out how to say it. It's the AU that gives me trouble. Because I think Antasia and Solvania, I think the AU is pronounced different in both of those words. Anyways, whenever a player taps a land for mana, they get another one.
Double mana.
It's a mana doubler.
That's another. We already have a plane that does that.
We do, and it's very good.
Yes.
It's a very good one because last time I checked, having twice as much mana is good.
Yes.
When you hit the shit, reveal cards from the top of your planar deck until you reveal a plane card. Chaos ensues on that plane, and then you put them all on the bottom in a random order. It's like Cascade Chaos. Neat. I kind of like that.
I kind of dig that.
You might get like a just dirty, rotten chaos.
Oh.
You might just get a crazy one, right?
You get a goat.
No, you
Right,
might
you get one goat.
You might gain 1 life.
Yeah.
Or 3 life or whatever.
You'll put a burn counter on it. There we go. You get a burn counter on it.
And then it deals 1 damage to everybody for each burn counter on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Or you might get something back from your graveyard for free.
Yes.
Or you might like
draw a card.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, that's not bad.
We might.
All your slivers might get big. There we go.
Oh, that's a go.
It's a throwback.
Baby. I like this because it's high risk, high reward. If you're playing with our custom planes, and I think that our custom planes are like legit and designed well. They're not crappy.
No.
But you might get like Grixis mana.
Yep.
Right? Like you might just get 9 mana when that chaos ensues. What's your next one?
My next one, and this is my last one that I kind of have highlighted.
Oh, please tell me it's this one.
No, it's this one. Because I think this one is gonna, the way we play, and I would suggest the way the majority of people play Planechase, this is gonna cause headaches for people.
This plane is on my WTF list.
And it's the Western Cloud.
Which is like, what the heck? That is a evocative name.
And it's, I'm assuming it's one of those, because based on the picture at least, it's one of those like aerial lands. It's like World 5 in Mario 3, Skyland, where like the earth below you just sucks, and so you're up in the clouds, and there's Care Bears, and it's going to be great.
Did they just rip off Mario 3 in all of these planes?
Yes. Yes, they absolutely did.
Okay.
But I will tell you what this plane does. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to creatures and planeswalkers you control.
Yes, that's why it's in my what the ass category. Like, what is this one even doing?
Like there's the well, whose? Is it mine because it's my turn? Is it mine because I own the plane and we're playing with everybody has their own individual planer deck, which I don't think I've ever seen anybody do. Not one time in the decade we've been playing Planechase have I ever seen anyone do that anywhere ever.
Correct. I've done it one time exactly ever once.
At the pre-release because you had to.
Yes.
And then we immediately shuffled them all together.
Yes.
That's exactly how we do it. And then the chaos is you make 3 tapped treasure tokens, and then each of those treasures deal 1 damage to each creature and each planeswalker.
This is the other reason that this is like, what the hell? This is the Western Cloud, which is an evocative name. Mm-hmm. It's on Gobakon, which we've never been to.
Yeah, now that's an evocative name. That sounds like Cybertron. I
want to get Gobakon tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some... Don't Google that. Then it prevents all damage to my guys. I'll talk about that in a second.
Neat.
And then your treasures enter tapped, and they deal 1 damage. This is a weird plane. Yeah. This is a weird place that we don't usually get stuff like this.
See, this is where I want to go. I want to go here.
It's a freaking weird one. Hey?
Yeah.
I like weird stuff. It's like when SpongeBob and Squidward try to deliver freaking Krusty Krab to that weird land or whatever, and everything is random. People who've seen that episode know. It's like Salvador Dali and SpongeBob were in the same episode. How it works, the way that we would do it, where the planes are all in a big pile, this would pertain to your guys getting their damage prevented
on your turn,
only. So when planes are written like this, it's like I have the plane only when it's my turn, and when it isn't my turn, it doesn't apply.
Yeah, it would have to.
This one would actually make your aggro decks very aggro.
Yeah, they would.
Which maybe is a hint as to what we could expect if we ever go to Gobakon.
Yes.
Which is cool.
That's what I like.
Which is
I
cool.
like to hear that.
Yeah.
I want to see Care Bears with clubs.
Okay. I've got and like Western Cloud, like 3 question marks, WTF is that even about, is my note.
Yes.
I've got 2 more. Quick ones.
Hit them.
The Abyss is the name of the plane.
Oh, yeah.
The pit. I didn't know that the Abyss was a frickin' place.
Yeah.
And it has a pit. That is to infer that the Abyss has somewhere even deeper and darker and more dangerous.
It does. The Abyss is another word of saying the Inferno.
Yes.
Like picture Dante's Inferno where you go down into the...
Yes.
And at the bottom is the pit.
You hit on exactly where I'm going.
Yeah.
This is very Inferno, very Divine Comedy for anybody who's read it. The first portion of the Divine Comedy is called Inferno. That's hell. Dante and Virgil go through that on his way home. He has to pass through frickin' hell and purgatory and heaven before he can get home. That's what it's about. And the Abyss, when you planeswalk to the pit is what it's called. I keep calling it the Abyss, but you know what I mean.
We get you.
Yeah. When you planeswalk to the pit, each player creates their choice of a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying or a 6/6 black demon creature token with flying and trample, and at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice another creature. If you can't, this creature deals 6 damage to you.
That's an old rare, like a pit fiend or a was it a pit fiend? Or
I think
Lord
it's
of the Pit?
Lord of the Pit. Yeah,
There we go.
Lord of the Pit. I had a dream that I put Lord of the Pit in a deck for my brother, who doesn't even play Magic, and I don't have Magic dreams. Anyways, when chaos ensues, each player sacrifices a non-token creature, which would start to dwindle your creature supply to sacrifice to Lord of the Pit.
Yes.
Is this where he's from?
Maybe.
The actual hell plane?
Maybe. Could be.
Man, so evocative, so cool. So cool. And I want to pick the demon every time and just ranch. Just pound people with them and just throw away my guys. Right? Like Commander, don't need them. This utility guy, don't need them. Demons, just kill. I got one more.
What's the last one? Better be something good.
Unyaro?
Unyaro. Hell yeah, we got bees from there. Remember Unyaro bees?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you know more about how the story ended, March of Machine.
Yes.
Can you give anything away, or can you not give stuff away and tell me if, what's it called? Zalfir got phased back into Dominaria, or did they just become their own plane and it's not locked out anymore?
They switched.
I don't know what that means.
It and New Phyrexia switched.
Oh, I guess that's the spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry. Everybody has to know that by now.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Okay, I gotta ask you off air what that means, because that actually is intriguing to me. At the beginning of your end step, if you planeswalk to Unyaro this turn, untap all creatures. They phase out until a player planeswalks.
Good Lord.
You just freaking lose all your guys.
Yes.
This one is gonna be like, oh frick. or because we're playing like the rabbit hole way that we play,
right?
We could go planeswalk to Inyeho. Planeswalk to Tequila Plane.
Yes.
All my
we're talking.
All my guys phase out to drink tequila. Wrath of God, kill all your guys. Oh, Rick, I can't wait.
No, it's all though.
What?
It's all creatures. So you planeswalk to there.
Untap all creature?
Yeah.
Oh, frick. So this is just like the Blind Eternities 2.0.
Yeah.
They all phase out.
Yep. So you planeswalk there,
Frick.
then you play your super speedy haste guy and wreck somebody.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Muxo Man Grandy Savage comes out.
Yes.
And now it's even easier for him to just come into play and win.
Could I planeswalk here, cast my new Atali, flip him, hit you for 12?
Yes.
Or 11 or whatever?
Yes, you could.
And when chaos ensues, you create 2/2 white and blue knight creature. Well, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit
Who
about
cares?
that?
So that's Planechase, everybody. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm pumped for that too. I'm excited that we get to Planechase more. I'm a little sad that the planes that we know and love are going to be less frequent.
That's okay. You know why? Because we're getting new ones, and that is always fun and exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's planes.
Yep.
Now,
Where are you going to get all these planes? For 5% off your entire order.
well, I would probably go to fusiongamingonline.com, use special promo code CCO Slam at checkout.
That's what I do.
It's probably what I do. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I do.
Don't.
Or,
what do we know?
or you could just buy all of the, like all 4 of the commander decks to get all the planes.
Isn't there 5? I think there's
You could
5.
buy all 5 of them and get 5, all the planes. Yeah.
The commander decks aren't terrible this year. I went through the lists. They're. You notice how we haven't. Oh man, we're doing it. We're doing a quick aside here before we talk about cards. Have you noticed how in the core sets recently we haven't really been talking about reprints at all?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
The core sets? Like, what is a core set?
Like the sets that are like not Commander Masters or not.
Oh, like the storied sets, like the.
Yeah, like we're not talking about like, oh, look at this sweet reprint. Look at this. Like, I don't even bother looking at them anymore because the reprints aren't really like, and nobody cares because there's so much cool new stuff. you forget about all that old reprint. We have Masters sets for that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And I've been noticing that. And the big reprints that we have been getting have been themed for at least these last couple of sets.
Yep.
We had the artifacts in Brothers War. That's where
those are good. I like to have those.
There's the reprints. And now we have all the legendary creatures in this set.
Yep.
And I'm sure there was something from that
Whatever.
last. Like everybody forgets about the set before this one. All will be one. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were reprints in there somewhere that were hidden or their own thing, but the sets themselves don't have a ton of like, oh, look at this reprint. It's finally here. I've been waiting forever.
Yeah, that's just a product of having other better places to put them.
Yeah.
And in the commander decks, in like March of the Machine commander decks, we get Soul Ring, of course. We're going to get Skull Clamp. We're going to get Lightning Greaves. We're going to get Chaos Warp. We're going to get the good stuff that we need. And that controls the price on Chaos Warp, so it's not $9 or like $12 Blasphemous Acts and $7 Lightning Greaves. You know what I mean? Like those days are gone. And I think that's the reason that nobody's talking about that anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, Blasphemous Act really needed a reprint. Now we got it. Well, we've gotten that scenario like 4 or 5 times now.
Be happy that you can go and get a Blasphemous Act for $1.
Yeah. I don't think we've got a lot of complainers in the nation about that.
I don't think so either.
That's fine.
Yeah, but I just wanted to touch on that because I noticed that actually preparing for this show over the last few days is, man, like we never talk about, I think the last big exciting reprint that we talked about was when No Mercy got reprinted, and that's because I was so pumped about it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was literally trying to buy one the night before it was spoiled, and I couldn't find one anywhere.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard one to find.
Right, and that was cool, but other than that, here we are. We're talking about stuff like Ancient Imperiosaur.
Oh, yeah?
That's the first card I wanted to talk about in this.
Oh, and it's like the first card alphabetically in the set, too.
And it's, get this. It's a 2020 for 0.
I like all of those things.
Don't even worry about it. Power creep doesn't exist. Well, how about 2020s for 0? And it is a 6/6 for 7, but it has Convoke, which means you can tap creatures to... And it's got Trample and Ward, too. Ancient Imperiosaur comes into play with 2 +1/+1 counters on it for each creature that convoked it.
So if you spend 7 mana or 7 creatures to convoke it, it'll enter with 2 +1 counters each.
Yep.
That's 14.
Yep.
14 plus 6
is 20. 2020 for free.
I like all those
I
things.
like that card a lot.
That's funny.
Like they have those green do everything cards. This one, I really like this.
This
one.
is green, do one thing.
Yeah, and it does it really well, and I'm very excited
It's
about
a
that.
dinosaur, and I'm happy that we got dinosaurs in this set and that we're going to be getting more at the end of the year with Ixalan.
Yeah, man.
But sadly, I don't have any dinosaurs from this set that are going into Calamax Dinosaurs and Trains.
What?
This
This one's 20.
But I don't have guys to convoke it. My guys are like few and far between. I got lots of vehicles, but who crews those? Calamax or Topiary Stomper. Those are my dinosaurs. Those are my boys, right?
Oh, man.
Hey, just real quick, don't forget, everybody, I got the top 5 and 5 for March of Machines coming out, where I talk about a few of the really good cards for the Commander format. Cards that today you and I will probably skip over.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about cards that we're excited about to put in our decks.
We're talking about 2020s for free, which I'm actually not going to play that, but I just thought it was really cool because it's a 2020 for free.
Hey man, if I ever change the vehicle theme and just do dinosaurs and Spellslinger,
Oh, hell yeah.
that guy's going
Yeah,
in.
like I could put it in Tana the Butt Sewer and get a 2020 for free,
It's pretty good.
but you know, maybe I will.
You would sewer some butts with
I
that.
maybe might actually do that now that I've said it out
You
loud.
will turn asses into swamps.
Yes, maybe I'll turn asses into the pit.
Don't Google that.
No, do not.
Oh, fantastic.
Do you have something up right now that you want to talk about? Because I'm already up to my second card.
Do your second one,
Okay,
because mine are a little ways down.
Okay, so I've got one that I want to hit on real quick and one that I'm pumped about. So we got City on Fire. That's the new triple damage enchantment. It also has Convoke. That's very cool. I'm probably going to play it into Ralph.
Yep.
So that's neat, but it's also kind of man. Because everybody knows that effect. Everybody knows why
Give it a
I'm
read.
playing it. City on Fire is an enchantment for red 5. It has Convoke, and if a source we control will deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage instead.
Frick.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Triple damage, and it's just our stuff. It still hurts us, Like your Earthquake for 10, still 18's us.
Yep.
Or whatever the hell, 6, whatever. Don't math me right now, damn it. But it's cool.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It's funny, you offered up 2 cards right off the bat that have Convoke, assuming that we're going to cast them for free.
Yes.
And maybe we will.
Maybe you
and
will.
we would put them in decks that ought to be or could reasonably cast them for free.
Has the possibility of free spells.
I'm going to do one more Convoker here, and it's going to summarize this.
Okay.
It's going to summarize what I think of Convoke in this set and what it means to the Commander format.
I like that.
And I cover it on the top 5 as well a little bit.
Okay.
Cut Short.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, don't Google that. White 2, Convoke. Destroy target planeswalker that was activated this turn or tapped creature. Like it's attacking you and before damage you cast Cut Short.
Right.
For free. Free removal spells, free creatures, free enchantments. The Convoke stuff in decks that you would want to run it in are decks that you could reasonably cast it for free in. And things like Cut Short and other forms of removal that have Convoke or counter spells that have Convoke, hugely powerful.
And having 2 untapped guys plus 1 mana, like, people are probably going to look at that and say, oh.
Or 3 untapped guys.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking 2 because, like, oh, maybe you don't have Path because you only have a Swamp untapped. Then they attack in and it's like, oh, sorry, Pylon, die.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, so it adds an extra level of depth to your defensive strategies as well, which is cool.
And it's not $100 to cast free removal or counter spells.
Yes.
Which is hugely important as you go up the chain of power level. As you inch closer to competitive, interaction and removal, very, very important because you'll just lose if you don't have it. And to have it for free on cards that aren't $100 is so, so important. So I just wanted to mention that. I wanted to pound that point home that these cards at common and uncommon, like the removal spells, are frickin' good.
They are good, and they're worth picking up. Or if you have them, don't just throw them in the garbage.
Yeah, see like the free, if you control a mountain, return it to your hand or whatever. See pay for life. Like I'm thinking like Thunderclap and Snuff Out.
Yep.
Those cards see play in every level of Commander because they deal 3 damage or destroy a target non-black creature for no mana.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
Now look at cards that warp formats like Daze and Force. What makes them good?
And Gush, we talked about Gush.
Right? Like, it's good stuff.
There's a Convoke, draw X cards. And you just tap guys instead of mana.
Yes, we're going to talk about the art on that one when we get to it. Because I made a very critical error in reading that card for a long time. And I was so excited to come in and tell you, like, oh man, this doesn't even make sense. And then this morning before I left to come to the station, I realized what was actually happening. I was like, ah, damn it.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you anyway.
Okay, what's your next card?
Deeproot Wayfinder.
Deeproot Wayfinder. Okay.
It is a 2/3 for a green 1. Merfolk Scout. Really, really cool art. We have to just start with it. It's got like the invasion portal opening up and all that kind of stuff. Whenever Deeproot Wayfinder deals combat damage to a player or battle, surveil 1, that means you look at the top card of your library, you can bin it if you want. Then you return a land from your graveyard to play tapped.
There you go.
What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to replace all of my the guys that say tap, put a land from your hand into play.
Yep.
I'm going to replace those guys with this guy.
Oh.
I'm going to play this instead, and I'm going to see if that works better, because I've noticed that some of those Walking Atlas type effects just not very good for me. So I'm going to replace them with this dude.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
So that goes in like 2 decks here?
Yes.
3? 2?
It goes in 2.
So, you know how I've got this thing where I play mill. Got this thing.
You mill?
Play this mill deck,
What?
right?
Oh.
Lots of people, I've had people get salty when they get milled, okay?
Sure.
Which is like, I'm taking away their ability to play their cards as if they don't have a frickin' 100 of them, right?
Sure.
Okay. And you know, the good version of Bruvac plays some like free removal spells, free counter spells.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So some people don't like that.
Sure.
So I have alternate builds. Got
Right.
Bruvac and the boys. That's petitioners.
Yep.
And I got Bruvac beats.
Yeah.
That's big creatures that want to mill you.
Right.
Well, frickin' enter Halo Charged Scob. 4/4 for 5. When he enters the battlefield, each player mills 2. That would be each player mills 4 in Bruvac.
Yes.
I still mill 2, but they mill 4. Then you may put an instant or sorcery or battle from my graveyard on top of my library, which could be a mill card or whatever.
Could be anything.
The point is this guy ETBs and mills. And when I put him beside like what's the zombie that whenever a creature gets milled, I get zombies? Alchemist's
assistant? No. I don't
frick.
remember. It's on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, which you should be.
Yeah. This guy just goes right along that guy, and Bruvac Beats is slowly turning into a mono blue zombie mill deck, which I think is just totally funny. And I could sit down and not even tell somebody I'm playing like mill or nothing. And you know, you sit down, what are you playing? I can say mono blue zombies. And I think that that's fantastic, that this is what that could turn into.
That's pretty fun. I do
Halo,
dig that.
Halo charged Scob.
Into it.
Yeah, super cool.
Let me hit on this set's cat.
Okay.
I'm going to hit on this set's cat. It's Progenitor Exarch. And I don't know why I'm so drawn to this card, but I'm going to force this card into a deck somewhere. It's a 1/2 for 1 XX. When it enters the battlefield, you incubate 3 X times.
Incubate 3 X times.
Okay. We talked about incubate last week and how the tokens are just stupid.
Incubate 3 is you put an incubate token onto the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters on it, and you can pay 2 to transform it
into a Phyrexian that has those counters.
Yes.
So I don't know where I'm going to use it or how, but I have decks that have white in them, and in that deck, in one of those decks, will be this guy.
And he's Phyrexian, which is a creature type that now matters.
Yeah, now's a good time to talk about the token, actually.
Sure.
For people who are into this. There's 3 separate incubator tokens. The incubator on the incubator side always looks the same. The Phyrexian on the other side, there's 3 different ones.
Hey, that's cool.
Very neat.
I like that.
And the treasure token for this set is an arm.
An arm.
It's an arm. It's like just what?
An arm that still has skin on it? That's a treasure.
That's a Phyrexian arm.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get it.
That's fine.
Okay, mine has come up on the screen next. Me and Ryan are looking at different versions of
Yeah, and I got more blue cards. I don't want to just be the guy that talks about, oh, mono blue, because I'm smarter than you. But all the cards that I found really interesting are blue, and this one that you're reading is not blue.
This is not okay.
I had this on my list to ask you about it.
I do like this. It's going to go in Atraxa. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Realmbreaker, the Invasion Tree, is this set's 3-drop mana rock.
Oh.
But check out how cool is this. 3-drop mana rock. Doesn't tap for mana, though. You have to tap, but it will soon. So you tap 2 and target opponent mills 3 cards. You put a land from their graveyard into play under your control.
Whoa.
You mill their shit and take their land.
Okay.
Yes. And then it also has 10 taps, sack it, search your library for any number of Praetors, and put them into play.
That'll do. That'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do.
3 Elish Norns, 3 Jin-Gitaxises, 3 Shieldrids.
Jin-Gitaxi?
Yes. That's going to happen one time, and it's going to be so good.
That's all it'll ever need to happen to make it feel good and for you to win that game.
That's right. But I super like Realmbreaker, the Invasion Tree. I like the picture. I like what it does. I like that it's a mana rock that only sort of mana rocks.
Yeah.
But I'm into it.
Look at you highlighting like rares and mythics and stuff. You know what my next card is?
Tell me.
Disturbing Conversion. Blue 1 aura common.
Okay, tell me.
Let's check the price. I think this card might be the next $2 common. 20 cents. Frick. It's probably the foil price. It's got flash though. Ooh, okay. When it enters a battlefield, each player mills 2.
Your damn mill.
I'll take it when I can get it. Okay. When it enters the battlefield, enchanted creature gets -X/-0, where X is the number of cards in its controller's graveyard. So let's just say it's 20.
Sure.
And let's just say I don't want your commander to get killed or bounced or whatever, and then you can use it again. Just cast it again and do the thing if it's attacking. Or kill it, then you just reanimate whatever card. No, I'm just going to make it a -20.
Dude.
But it stays alive. It's kind of like a blue, sort of like a blue Kenrith's transformation.
I mean, imprisoned in the moon?
Or imprisoned. But it keeps all its abilities. it just can't attack me anymore. And that's usually what I care about because attacking me is what's going to make my life total 0. I like that one. I got another blue guy here, but I don't remember where it is. Oh, frick. Omen Hawker. He's an advisor. Oh, that's all I'll say about that one, though.
Actually, I do have a blue card.
Okay.
Everybody knew there was going to be a blue card from me because there's a clone every set. This set's clone is C double.
Oh, yeah, I like this one.
Blue 2 for an instant, can't be copied. Choose one. If an opponent has 8 or more cards in their bin, you can choose both. And it is copy target spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Note that it doesn't say non-permanent spell or non-creature spell. So you can copy an opponent's creature spell or create a token that's a copy of target creature. Neat.
You know what? I might actually put this in. I might find a clone or something to take out of Orvar the Allform, because this is a clone that's a spell. Yep. So if I clone a creature that I control, I actually get 2 copies because I would make another copy of that creature I'm controlling because I'm targeting it.
That's a good one.
So this is a good one in Orvar because I could do a bunch of things.
Yes.
Cool.
Anything that gives you options.
Yeah. Do you got another one?
I sure do.
I'm moving into black, and that's where the last card that I have highlighted is.
Okay, I have a couple more. I'm going to start with, if I can get my computer to work again, I think it behooves us to talk very briefly about Sword of Once and Future.
Yeah, because it's the last sword.
It's the decades-long odyssey of the sword cycle finally completed, blue and black. I'm not super pumped about its abilities. I really like the picture, though.
Oh.
Yep, and I'll get one. I like that it has the hex gold blade on the one side and like the Phyrexian oil blade on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
I like that they did that, so I'm a fan of this one. Are you into it? Like, do you think that...
I think it's fine.
For the final one of the series?
It's the blue and black. I'm still going to play Sword of Fire and Ice.
Yep.
I'm still going to play Sword of Feast and Famine.
Yep.
I'm still going to play Sword of Light and Shadow in decks that care about graveyards or decks that care about life gain.
Yep.
That's kind of it. Oh, and I'm still going to play Body and Mind in Bruvac Beats.
There you go.
Mill deck.
Yes, of course you are. Yes.
I have won the game with that before. Hitting somebody with Bruvac.
Mill 40?
It was Mill 20, but I also had a Sakashima, so it was Mill 40.
There we go.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's not too bad. That's fine. 7 out of 10.
My last card.
Okay.
And it's not for Bruvac, for Christ's sake. It's not for Bruvac, and it's not Yargle and Multani.
Okay.
This is Etched Familiar.
Okay.
3/2 for black 2. Phyrexian Fox.
Okay.
This is do you remember the card when it ETBs gain 2 life when it dies, draw a card?
Yes, I do.
Etched. What the hell? That was something else familiar. And it was like a fox construct or whatever.
Sure.
The Phyrexians ganked him.
I can picture the picture in my head.
Yes. The
Filigree Familiar.
Filigree Familiar. Yeah, that's it. This is Etched Familiar. Same guy, but Phyrexianized. When he dies, each opponent loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life.
Nice.
And I'm going to
right in the Lord.
Right into the Lord's butt, and he's going to die and get reanimated and die and get reanimated. Probably 2 or 3 times for a grand total of 6 life from everybody. Powerful magic.
Okay, here's the one we had mentioned this. You had mentioned it, and I had mentioned it.
Yeah.
Transcendent Message.
Yes.
This is the instant speed. It's blue, X, convoke, draw X cards.
It's an instant, mind you. This is so good. Is it good though?
I went for like a week. I shit you not, everybody, thinking that it was Transcendent Massage. And then the picture is like a hand massaging some magic in the air, right? And the whole time, like, man, Transcendent Massage. I'm amazed that that's the card.
Transcendent happy ending.
Right? Like, what? Really? Brian's going to have a field day making altars of this, where you just paint a butt cheek there instead of the second hand.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Transcendent Massage. And then I realized this morning, it's message. This sucks.
That word is message.
Yeah, that is not the same word at all. I should start reading cards with my glasses on instead of doing it when I'm in bed before I go to sleep.
All those S's, they just blend together, hey?
Yeah. Damn it. And then
is this card good, though? Is it good?
No.
Really?
Just play Sphinx's Revelation. It's probably better.
Sphinx's Rev? Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Gains life, draws cards, instant speed.
Blue Sun Zenith is fine because you can target. Same with Stroke of Genius.
Yep.
I've milled people with Stroke in my mill deck
Yep.
where they have like 10 cards left, and I'm just like, okay, end of your turn, frickin' mill you. Then I untap and then mill the other guy.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Like it's fine, but they're like you say, there's just better options to do the same thing or more.
Yeah, this is an instant, and you can tap creatures to draw cards, which is pretty good.
Which is not. It's never bad.
Yeah.
You can.
I'd play it. I'd play it.
Like
I think I ordered one to paint. So people play it. Get it on our Facebook page.
Last card I want to talk about.
Hit me.
And this is a generically good card. Everybody has talked about this card.
Oh yeah, I
but
think I know which one it is.
for some reason, the picture, the art on this card really speaks to me, along with the flavor text.
Huh?
And it's tribute to the World Tree.
I ordered one of these to paint too. Yeah, this is going to be a nice one.
Green enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is 3 or more. Otherwise, put 2+1/+1 counters on it. It's a great card.
Yeah, that's good.
The one I got is going straight into coma because I'm going to draw all the cards.
It kind of reminds me of Garrick's Uprising mixed with Hardened Scales.
Yes.
Sort of.
Yeah, and then it's got, and then the flavor text I was reading is, the tree was the heart of our world. It made me what I am. It pulled me back from the brink of death. I won't allow it to be forgotten. And that's Esika, god of the tree. And then the picture is her at one with the seedling of the tree. Like her face and body is part of this tree. I just think that story, or that card in itself, tells a really like beautiful story at the end of this horrific generational once in a bazillion years war that we just finished. Here's this like beautiful tribute to the thing that in a way both caused and like was the flashpoint for this whole situation happening.
Wow. Look at you getting all Tolkien on us,
Yeah.
loving on trees, hey?
I
think
dig stuff
that's
like-
cool, yeah.
Every so often you can get me with something like that, and this card did, and the fact that it's also a really good playable card, bonus.
Cool.
Because now I have one not just in my binder so I can look at it sometimes, I have it in my deck so I'll be able to play it sometimes.
Yeah, stomp some dinks into the dirt.
Yeah, because it also means I'm gonna
Stomp some dinks into fertilizer for a new world tree.
Exactly. It also means I'm going to play Coma more often, and everybody loves playing against Coma.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they don't. My Coma's not too bad. It's Voltron. It's usually okay.
Hey, I'm going to finish up here.
Tell me.
I'm going to finish up. I'm going to tell everybody, big thanks to the patrons, patreon.com/CCO Podcast if you want to support us, anything we do, or be part of future CCO experiences.
Which you should be, because they're a great time.
Awesome, every time. And if you're not part of the experience, come find us in Magic Fest Minneapolis. We'll be there jamming games, drinking beer, eating tacos, and or other food trucks as is appropriate.
Or available.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want to pick up any March of the Machines or anything else, FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all your gaming needs.
Promo code CCO Slam, save 5% off the stuff you were going to buy anyway.
Yes, and if you're new to the nation, CCO Perks when you spend over $100 is going to get you 10% store credit kickback.
That you can then use to buy other stuff that you were probably gonna buy anyway.
Very much so. CCO.commandercookout.com. Check out the store. The summer line's going to launch real soon, right after Minneapolis probably. And I'll have you know, you personally, you, Brando.
Okay.
I started probably what will be my last read-through of The Lord of the Rings prior to this June's Lord of the Rings Tales from Middle-earth launch. Started it.
Does that mean that while you're researching that, it's all on me to do the X-Men Days of Future Past set, which is Aftermath, which comes out in what, like 3 weeks?
Yeah, if that.
Okay, that's on me.
Well, there's only 5 cards in the booster pack.
And I have thoughts on that I am going to share on the very next episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!